week's training was pretty comprehensive, like I said, and the rules tab is over here for you guys to read, and you can kind of get a better insight into what goes into all that stuff. But for those that are new, that's basically it as far as how to get your submissions in. Your payouts are through here. Next payout, just like WAP, it's not like no clipping platform allows you to just pull out US dollars as soon as you make it. WAPs is once a week, just like ours. So it'll show in your balance here on the bottom left and then in your activity dashboard here. But this countdown shows you by what date it'll actually send the payout from. So it's pretty similar. It's pretty standard across the industry to do that. But this is our countdown for you guys' social awareness. This is going to say what your estimated payout is at that time based on how much you sent in submissions. This is some stuff to talk about. Opportunities to unlock double the earnings as a member. Some Clipper success stories. And this is where you can choose your method of payout. Right here is your US dollars option. You'd obviously have to connect to Stripe to get that paid out, but it's direct to whatever you set up, if it's bank account, checking account, things like that for Stripe. If you guys want to make the most bang for your buck in dollars, in alt tokens, you can get paid out double what you would have gotten paid out in US dollars if you choose to get paid out with our alt tokens. I will leave the spiel about this for Caleb to talk once I finish mine, but he's going to give you some better insight as to why you might want to consider this option as more favorable than this, even beyond the fact that we're paying you double. There's a lot more reasons to it, but I'll let Caleb cover that later. This is where you set up your wallet, stuff like that. So, and this is our referral program. We can get into that later as well, but this is basically quick overview. This is where you go to submit the clips, get it all set up. This is where you see your activity, what's pending. This is how you get paid out. And if you're a competitive kind of person, you can see the leaderboard as well. Travell was also in first place last week. Kind of looks like there's not much motion in the leaderboard here, but that's just because people keep submitting at the top. So nearing 800,000 total views since opening up this campaign on our platform. That's pretty awesome. 24 active creators this week, 614 approved videos, and this is how much we paid out in alt so far. And that's pretty much it. So the changes we've made, largely at the beginning of last week, the biggest change we made was that if you choose to get paid out in alt, this, and Caleb, you can hop on too, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have anything else to add, but this countdown is strictly for getting paid out in US dollars by Stripe. This countdown does not apply if you choose to get paid out in points here, in Altura tokens on the platform. You guys can earn those immediately. Which is something that was not set up last week, but is now set up with this training. Once again, I'll let Caleb cover pretty much everything to do with the alt stuff here in a minute, but that's kind of the biggest update I have for you guys as Clippers, is that this gets paid out instantly now. So not only do you get double, you also get access to it immediately. The timelines for when you can withdraw the tokens might be a little bit different, but you will start to see these accrue in your wallet here inside the platform immediately. Some other updates I have would just be on the back end. So once you guys submit here, I don't have any pending here, but you'd see, oh yeah, so here's some pending ones. Once you guys submit here, you have a list here that says all of the ones you submitted. This was the one I submitted last week just to see how the system works. And then they go into pending if they're pending approval. So once you hit here, one of the bigger updates we've had too is that our algorithm for auto approval is significantly improved since last week as well. So a lot of issues you guys had with getting approved, or issues you had with, I guess, pretty much just approval ratings, things like that, have been solved since last week. So it should be a lot more seamless for you guys, and a lot less time seen between them sitting in this one, or I guess sitting in this one and sitting in approved. So that's the two biggest things I have for you. I'm sure Caleb might have some more as well. But before I hand it over to him, I just wanted to answer two questions that I had that were the most asked this week. The first question was, where can I find the content for me to clip that you guys are putting out? I already kind of alluded to this, but if you go, once again, I'll just start from start to finish here. On the left side, you guys won't see any of these because I'm an admin, so I do. Of these 7 tabs, of these 7 tabs, you're going to start here, submit here, click into there, create or open your account once you're prompted to. You'll go straight to this screen, Content Clipping Hub, and then you just scroll down until you see Open Video Library. Step 1 is you got to get your source videos. This link right here will take you directly to the next frame that has all of the content available for you guys to clip on behalf of Altura. So I hope that answers your first question. It's pretty self-explanatory. Highlighted well for you here. Step 1, get source videos, open video library. That's where that question will be answered. The other question I got answered, or that I got asked a lot too, was check your DM, please, because I messaged you about whether or not I'm going to get approved or when. So the biggest thing, if you just joined our WAP, because on the Explore page, you saw that we're offering $8 per 1,000 views for our clipping campaign. It's going to show up here, the $8 Pro Challenge. But the problem is I keep seeing 106. So last week we had about 80. So that means that 26-ish people since last week have gone to submit their clip on the actual WAP campaign here. And then I think those are the same people that are messaging in the general chat or in support chats or even in my DM saying, hey, when am I going to get approved? And the answer to that question is, if you submitted it here, if you're one of these 106 people that submitted a clip for approval in the actual WAP campaign, the answer is it's never going to get approved. If you want to get credit for, and if you want to start earning money with Altura content clipping, this is not where you get paid out. And I even put it in here. It says right here on the requirements, join the Altura content challenge inside our platform for free. Same rules as WAP. So it says right here, maybe I'll add something that says do not submit here. But even in the actual requirement, it says this is not where you are going to submit. Instead, you have to go through our platform to submit here, right where it says submit here. We're trying to make it as easy as we can for you guys, but it's not the Pro Challenge. This is not where you submit. You actually have to go into our platform that's embedded here, set up your accounts here, get the source videos from right here, and then submit your URLs here. And then you can see what's been submitted in activity for all pending and approved. So those are the two questions I got asked pretty much exclusively actually this week, but I had probably 5 or 6 people for each question to ask that. So I just wanted to go over that real quick before I hand it over to Caleb to talk about the draw and the appeal and the opportunity we set up for you guys in accepting payout through alt tokens. And with that, I will hand it over to you unless you got something else you want me to cover. Yep, I can hear you fine. I was muted, my bad, but yes, I can see it. Sweet. Appreciate you, Caleb, for hopping on and tell them the full spiel about what the future holds for Clippers and those who are just holders of vaults in general. Um, yeah, all I want to say is that you guys, by means of being Clippers for us, are part of this community, even if your account is technically free. Um, and so, yeah, it's an opportunity to represent something that's being built that's going to revolutionize the way entrepreneurs moving forward. So it's pretty cool you guys get to be a part of that early on. And with that, that's pretty much all I had as well. I know there were some questions in the live chat here by Syed, and there's some questions in support chat and general chat. So I'll be on periodically to try and remedy those issues you guys are having. But just want to say thank you again for joining. Thanks again, Caleb, for giving them the spiel that you gave them, and that's pretty much all I've got to. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna copy this image and paste it for you, Syed. You asked if you just switch to a Brave, how you can have Altura token show. I'm just gonna paste a screenshot I took from Brave myself. But basically, pretty much, I don't know if it's sent or not. Do you guys see the image I just sent or no? Oh, I don't know what the deal is here. Huh? Do you hear me though? I don't really know why that is. We're gonna hang up here in a second, anyways. But Syed, I'll just answer your question in the general chat. I'll send a screenshot. But basically, you just have to manually add. Um, you just have to manually add a custom token since they're not automatically displayed unless they're one of the big ones. So you basically just go to the wallet icon in the browser toolbar and just add a custom token. But I'll send you a screenshot in the general chat. Just look out for that. Other than that, good training. Appreciate you guys who showed up. This will stay as a recording in the live streaming tab if you want to refer back to it, but that's all that we have, I believe. So thanks again. Y'all take care. No, y'all take care. See you later.